Legislation that potentially penalizes irresponsible gun owners. It's one idea from new state representative Rasheen Aldridge, who will be sworn in tomorrow as the legislative session begins. I talked to the 25-year-old about his priorities as he heads to Jeff City. Rasheen Aldridge first made a name for himself as an activist in St. Louis after Michael Brown was shot and killed in Ferguson. Now the St. Louis committeeman will head west to Jefferson City as the state rep for the 78th district. A big focus, guns and crime.
Trying to create a registry for lost and stolen firearms. Right now we have so many guns out here on the streets and can't even account for them.
His proposal is to fine irresponsible gun owners who don't report to police when their guns are stolen or lost.
The first time, if you lose your gun, it's a fine. The second time, it's a fine. And then the third time, potentially a misdemeanor for jail.
Aldridge's district covers many neighborhoods in North City, downtown St. Louis, and some parts of South City, many of those areas plagued with violence. He believes strengthening the state's gun laws can make a big impact.
For gun owners, not trying to take away their rights, it's not trying to punish them, it's trying to make sure that we're responsible.
Other priorities for Aldridge include legislation making sure people getting out on probation and parole have the ability to vote again, creating a 4-day work week for employees across the state as a way to address mental health. And as both St. Louis City and County explore bringing back red light cameras, he's firmly against that, but would support legalizing recreational marijuana.
It's smart legislation. It's the direction that our country's moving in. It's the direction that a lot of states are moving in. And it's something where we can use those dollars to be able to put back into our budget in the state so we can do a lot more in our city and for our communities that need it the most.
Under his planned legislation, a gun owner who would have 72 hours to report their weapon lost or stolen. If that does not happen and then the gun is used in a crime, the gun owner could be fined. And as you may remember, Aldridge won a special election in November after former state rep Bruce Franks Jr. resigned.
New at 5.